Equiapim Presbytery have every cause to thank God for how far the good Lord has brought you, and I wish to congratulate you all. My understanding is that in 1922, the Presbyterian Church of Ghana created 5 presbyteries to facilitate its governance operations. And one of these 5 pioneer presbyteries is the Equiapim Presbytery, originally called the Equiapim Volta Presbytery until 1993, when the Volta Enclave was created as a separate presbytery. Thus, this year marks exactly 100 years of the creation of the Equiapim Presbytery. I am aware that prior to the creation of the presbyteries in 1992, the mission of the Presbyterian Church in this country had begun with the arrival of the Basel missionaries on the shores of this country as far back as 1828. I am also informed that the work of the Basel missionaries got rooted in the Equiapim Presbytery, especially here in Ekropong, where we are gathered today, and it is from here that it subsequently spread to other parts of Ghana. The Presbyterian Church, as we have known, did not only engage in preaching the gospel, but also undertook a lot of developmental and social intervention projects in this country. The impact of the Presbyterian Church, and for that matter, the Equiapim Presbytery, to the development of Ghana is therefore enormous, encompassing several areas of national life. We can mention the excellent education delivered by the Presbyterian Church, grounded on high discipline and moral training. As the Right Reverend Professor J.O.Y. Mante told us, the first basic school, the middle school concept, the first tertiary institution in Ghana were all from this presbytery. We are also told about cocoa, football, the independence struggle. And as I heard all of this, and I said, what would Ghana have been without the Equiapim Presbytery? Can you imagine Ghana without cocoa, without education, without football? That will be a very, very difficult one. And look at all of the people who have been produced all of these years. This is the who is who of Ghana. So if the Equiapim Presbytery was not there, Anka Yehumbe Chiriyempa. One remarkable feature about the Presbyterian educational legacy from its earliest days has been its focus on development of practical skills through artisanship training. This accounted for producing individuals who become self-employed soon after leaving the 4 walls of school and have settled for a productive life. We also have a concept of the Presbyterian upbringing. You know, when in Ghana you say someone has a Presbyterian upbringing, you know what it means. It means you have someone who is very disciplined, who is very honest, who has integrity, and is very hardworking. That is what we mean by a Presbyterian upbringing. We have seen that, very clearly. You look at her ladyship, former Chief Justice Sophia Akufo, you know that is a Presbyterian upbringing that she had. Gloria Akufo, the former Chief Attorney General, my colleague, very, very honest, with a lot of integrity. My own colleague here, Dan Bochwe, he is our catechist in cabinet. Dan is our catechist in cabinet. every time we are about to start cabinet, President says we want a good Presbyterian prayer. So Damboche will be the one to start cabinet for us all the time. He's our priest in cabinet. So he has inherited what his father left for him. And all of these good people. And you cannot, that morality, that integrity, you can't pay money for it. So we thank the Presbyterian Church for all of this Presbyterian upbringing that we are having of our people. Additionally, we can mention other areas in which the church has impacted on the nation, such as the healthcare delivery, agriculture, literacy development, amongst others. And the good thing is that the Presbyterian Church did not only engage in these activities in the past, but continues to do so today. Even though presently central government takes on the greater responsibility for providing the essential services that missions such as yours undertook in the early years of Ghana's evolution, you continue to show commitment in supporting the provision of such essential services as an integral part to your mission. It is gratifying to note, for instance, that this year the Equiapim Presbytery completed the construction of one staff bungalow each for 2 of your senior high schools, the Ebri Girls Presbyterian Senior High School and the Presbyterian Senior High Technical School in Edukrum. This is really good, and this is beside other assistance you extend to the schools in various ways. With respect to healthcare, the records show that the Equiapim Presbytery supports your 2 health institutions, Obrejima Presbyterian Health Center and the Com Presbyterian Hospital, in various ways, and I really commend you for this great work. Reverend Moderator, it is gratifying to learn that to mark the centenary, the Equiapim Presbytery has decided to put up a junior high school for a remote community, Kwabuanta, in the Ayensuano district. There is no nobler legacy to mark this historic event of a centenary than to provide an educational facility for a deprived community, and I highly applaud you for this. Your commitment to education, as shown in the Centenary Project, is consistent with your long-standing conviction of equipping young people with the requisite knowledge and skills for effective living and meaningful contribution to national development. Such a conviction should be the overriding concern of every nation that seeks to secure the well-being of its younger generation. And this underpins the commitment of the government of President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo towards education. It is for this reason that we have rolled out the most far-reaching educational programs in the history of this country. This government has invested heavily in all levels of education, with the most extensive one being the free senior high school program. TVET education is another area of focus for government. The President and the government remain committed to pursuing it because of the benefits far outweighing the cost. We have seen an increase in free senior high school enrollment by 50% in the last 5 years. 50%. That's really remarkable. But what is even more remarkable is that more girls are enrolling than boys. And so now you have virtual gender parity in the senior high school. And we didn't used to have that. Reverend Moderator, the chairperson of the Equiapim Presbytery, ladies and gentlemen, let me also commend the Presbyterian Church for its role in helping to promote religious tolerance and national cohesion among our citizens. By the grace of God, Ghana has enjoyed peace and stability, both politically and religiously, through the collective efforts of all our religious leaders and members, including the leadership of the Presbyterian Church. The Holy Scriptures support unity and admonishes in Peter in the 1 Peter 3:9, the New International Version, that, and I quote, "Do not repay evil with evil or insult with insult. On the contrary, repay evil with blessing, because to this you were called, so that you may inherit a blessing," unquote. And I trust that we will all strive for unity. I wish to use this occasion of your centenary celebration to entreat you to continue to do your best for our nation, to experience the religious tolerance and peaceful coexistence that we have enjoyed over the years. We cannot afford to lose this on the altar of suspicion and hatred. As you are aware, peace and stability in many nations around us is coming under attack from the multiple sources, including religious extremism and intolerance, which we must guard against.